Tell you the problem with dating men for money. And it's probably
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to this beautiful channel. So in today's video, guys, we'll be talking about why you should never date a man for money. Okay, because if you date a man for money, you are going to work for it. So I've put the videos together so that you watch and learn, and I'll be back to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video. So guys, let's get into it.
tell you the problem with dating men for money. And it's probably not what you think. But dating men for money creates major problems that you absolutely do not want. By the way, I'm Phyla, a life and relationship coach for smart and ambitious women who want healthy love and passionate relationships. I teach my clients how to prioritize self care, honor their emotional needs, and position and prepare for the love of their lives. Now, back to the reason why you do not want to date a man for money. The big problem with dating a man for money is that his money becomes the only marker for success within the relationship. That means that you'll ignore red flags, you'll be blind to his bad behavior, you'll miss the cues that tell you who he really is, and you'll end up being in a relationship where you are completely disconnected with your partner. And that's a recipe for disaster because it puts you in a position to be manipulated, to be controlled, to be used, and to only be seen as an accessory. Because men who date women who only want their money know exactly what they're doing. And since they know what they're doing, they're clear that they're paying for your time, your presence, and your energy, which can make them think that they own you. If you want to learn how to date for love and actually create a healthy relationship with an ambitious man who will make his own money too, tap my name right here and book a complimentary call to learn about my relationship coaching services at the link in my.
When you marry or date for money, you will work for every penny. When you are financially dependent on a man, your number one priority can only ever be survival. Now, I am not saying don't date a man with money. I am saying date somebody who you like, who also happens to have money, and also make sure that you are financially able to take care of yourself. Because the reality is, if a man purchases you, if he knows your presence is dependent on his finances, he will never be able to give you the love and respect that you believe you deserve. And everything will be based on his time and based on his mood. Women come on here all day, every day, and see women living the fruits of getting a rich man. Fine, fair, love that for you girls. However, everything that glitters is not gold, no pun intended. There are a lot of women who have, all the things that you would want from a man with money. However, they are heavily controlled. They cannot make their own decisions for their life. There are things that they want to do that they are not allowed to do. Side note, imagine not being allowed to do something as a grown woman. This is not the life that anybody should want for themselves. Because a lot of women think that men giving them money means that man values them in some way. If a man has money, his life is about spending money. That's what he does on a daily basis. So he has no issue with spending money on a woman he's dating. However, he also understands that when he spends money, he's able to control the situation. Do not become the situation because you will become controlled. The number one things that you should be expecting a man to contribute to you is his time, is consistency, is respect, is actions meeting words. Because if you have all of this and that man also has money, obviously you're going to spend it. And then women will come online and say, if a man doesn't spend money on you when you first meet him, he's never going to spend money on you, or you're always going to go 50-50. In what? Huh? Let me be frank with you. A relationship is literally like a job where you start and you're on probation. You have 3 to 6 months to see how you work, how they work, whether it works together. However, after that 3 to 6 months of probation, if it works, then you get all the perks. That is exactly how men think and how we should think as women. However, with men, it's for money. With women, it should be for our box. Now, I'm not saying you have to go and have loads of your own money, but be able to take care of yourself. That is a bare minimum, ladies. To pay for where you live, to pay to get around, to, pay for your hair, nails, basics, necessities. And yes, when you get a man that you like and you want to build with and you're happy with, he will then start contributing to these things and you will do these things together. But never, ever, ever in your life be dependent on a man financially. Never, ever be able to not be able to move when you want to move because you can't afford to. That is such a dangerous place to be. We don't want to hear it, but we are in 2024. We are just as capable, if not more, at making money. And again, I am not saying do not get a man with money. There is nothing wrong with having a man with money. I like men with money, but I will never show up without my own money. I will never leave myself so defenseless. Now, I understand there's different factors that affect this, like having children, you're not able to work, you have to be financially dependent, of course. But that is why you always have to choose a man that loves you, respects you, cares for you, values your opinion. Because if you don't and you just choose this man based on money, when you are not able to, be in a position to make that money and, make decisions for yourself, he will take that opportunity to control you and put you in a position that you are reliant on him for permission to live your life. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
The video, guys, so I'm just here to share my true sense, like what I think about today's video, why you should never date a man for money. Okay, so I know a lot of you been thinking about this. Maybe you want to date someone for money, but it has its own consequences. So let's get into it. Dating someone for financial stability might sound like a smart move, especially when you are struggling or dreaming of a better lifestyle. But here's the catch, guys. Relationships built on material gain are often fragile because they lack a genuine emotional connection. You are not truly investing in the person, you are investing in what they can give you, and that can create a transitional dynamic instead of a loving partnership. Now let's think about what happens when the financial stability waves. So no one like life is immune not to sit back. Jobs are lost, market crash, and fortune can disappear overnight. When the man goes, what's left? A whole relationship without trust, understanding, or mutual respect. And let me tell you, when the foundation crumbles, everything built on top of it falls apart. But it's not just about the other person. Think about what this dynamic does to you. Depending on someone financially might feel empowering in the moment, but over time it chips away at your independence and self-worth. You become reliant, and the dependence can lead to resentment on both sides. You may feel trapped, unable to leave, even if the relationship turns into toxic and fulfilling. Another thing to consider is the power of imbalance. When man is the main factor, the person holds the pace, strings often holds the control. This can lead to manipulative or even abusive situations. You might find yourself compromising your values, your boundaries, and even your happiness just to keep the relationship afloat. Okay? I know some of you might be thinking, but Flo, financial stability is important. And you're absolutely right. Money matters, but the key is to build the stability together or to find within yourself. A relationship should be a partnership where you both bring value emotionally, intellectual, and yes, financial to the table. That's what creates a bond that can weather any storm. When you date someone for love, respect, and compatibility, the reward is so much greater. You build a connection that money can't buy a connection, your peace and fulfillment. You wake up every day feeling grateful for the person beside you, not just their wallet. And let's be real, that's the kind of relationship we all have to deserve, guys. If you're tempted to date for money, take a moment to ask yourself, what are you sacrificing? Your independence, your happiness, your ability to choose freely? Remember, money is something you can earn and grow on your own, but love is real in priceless and can be bought. Okay, so we've been in these situations, guys. I know. Okay, so I once dated for money, guys, but I wasn't happy in this relationship. The guy had it all, like he could rent me a nice apartment, he had everything, but he never had time for me. That's the truth. So every time, like, I want to talk to him, you want to call him, he will just send you money. You get? I even reached a point of sending back the money because I wanted attention. I wanted us to interact as a couple. I wanted us to talk about the future. But I saw he wasn't even interested. He thought that maybe money is everything. You get my point. Once you just talk a little bit, you send you money for you just to close your eyes like that. But it just becomes a point. You need love, okay? Money is not enough. You need someone's presence. You need someone's comfort. You're together and everything is going well. You have to have plans as a couple, okay, especially communication is a key. And you remember, this guy wasn't even communicating to me. We only communicate in the night when he's when he's off to work, he can't call you. He's always busy. I at the point I used to understand that he's busy, but even if you're busy, if you love someone, you have to create time for them. So I came to realize maybe he had someone somewhere else which he was giving okay attention, or maybe it was just keeping me around. Those situations which just happens. Yes, so I thought my way to, like, I never did something like this. There's a certain way I want my relationship to be. So I just told him like I can't continue with this because, oh my god, for me I feel like there are red flags in this relationship where someone is doesn't want even to meet you, but like able willingly sending you a lot of money. So I came to think about it and I wasn't really comfortable. So I told him, let me try the next two. Okay. So I did, and I find someone who was caring, who communicates, who is loving, who is there for you, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. He's just there available for you. He will always check up on you. Have you ever been in a health relationship, guys? It feels good to be in a healthy relationship, and you're even scared, like, is this guy love bombing me or something? Yeah, but that people just keep that nice people just keep their words, and they really mean what they say. Okay, so don't be afraid to try love. There's also love out there. People love genuinely. Okay, so don't even discourage yourself because your last relationship didn't work. You've been through, like, okay, this relationship can't work too. No, you also have to put the effort, and it should come from both parties, like yourself putting in effort, and someone also they need to put their effort too, because a relationship is not one-sided thing. You have to put the two of you for the relationship to work, because it's involves two people. So guys, I don't know what you think about today's video. I'm waiting for your I'm just waiting for your comments. Have you ever dated someone for money, and how was the feeling? Okay, I think it can be nice if you love the person, but most of the cases, I think ladies can say it doesn't happen like that. You find that this is not the person you love someone else, and you just find yourself in that situations. So bye, guys.